to finish with an eagle. At the 18th, go on, in you get. Yes, well done. -8 he will be going into round 4. -8 right now. He's in time for 37th. Oh, that's sweet, isn't it? Very nice.
Good luck, Gary.
47 years of age, 25 wins on the European Tour for Lee Westwood. His 25th win was in Abu Dhabi.
No, Rich, he knew. He was given the option by Neil Briggs, the referee behind this green. He's been busy. And that's a double. It wasn't a difficult chip, guys. It really wasn't. Tells the story, I think.
Well, yeah, Jamie, that's what Tony was just saying that earlier on. Double bogey for Otegi, last week's win. He moves back to -8. That's well down the leaderboard now.
The familiar swing, big languid swing of Nicholas Colsaerts. Second into the 8th, and it was worth waiting for. Beautiful shot. Ultra long range putt for Tapio Pulkkinen.
Cut.
Pretty well negotiated from, well, there had to be nearly 100 feet.
Well, down the green for JB for the double bogey. Bit of left to right.
Well, and everything was going along very nicely, and that is a massive blow. I mean, to be fair, it was an awful chip from the back of the green. He had all the green to work with and thinned it into the water, so a huge backward step, unfortunately. And just the reverse may be coming up for Caldwell.
Yeah, eagle putt. Lovely. Nice stuff. Gets him to 11 under. 2 under for the day. Moving in the right direction.
There's the new leader, Russ McGowan. It's not the tee you want to wait on this 5th.
He's had his waterproof jacket on and off to try and keep warm. It's chilly there. The breeze gusting from behind and cold. So he's trying to keep warm. Couple back in the blocks. 225 to the flag on the front of the green. Wind behind. I mean, it's almost irrelevant. You're just trying to get it on the short grass. He's teed his little rescue up highly and gone 2 back in the block. So he knows he's got a little bit too much club, but just going to float one down here. Actually, if you take enough club and pull it left, you can carry the water on the left. Carry it about 12 yards onto the green. You'll pass the water, so that's an option. It's retention.
Just one good swing, that's what it is. There's nowhere to bail out. And he's in the identical spot. Almost in J.B. Hansen's little divot. Oh, he didn't make a divot, did he? Because he thinned it. Same spot, though. I guarantee he plays it better.
Brown, it always seems harder, doesn't it, when you're going a long way over water to work the wind out as well, especially when you've got those big trees up the right. Just it's awkward.
Yeah, and it's funneling straight down here. It's cold, whipping behind you. It's just a good, clean hit. As I say, you've got a little bit of bailout on the left if you've got enough club. Water right, water short.
Down. Sit. 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 Looked like he just smoothed it, but he's begging it to get down, and that's pretty much where Wiesgerger was. It's a long putt, but it's compared to the previous group, it's like Christmas.
No, he's been a little bit aggressive there. Now he brings double bogey into the equation. Strange passage of play here, but you can understand it at this hole.
You've just got to have enough club. You don't have to be forcing one. If you force one, there's a chance it gets knocked out of the sky. And there is a few yards before the green, after the water, but the middle of the green is the shot.
Looks like he's swung the club very well all week. Man, that's a superb shot. That really is. I think it's hard to explain how terrifying that tee shot is until you actually physically stand there on the tee yourself.
Yeah, cold air, swirling wind. Oh, no, thank you. Par putt for Pulkkinen, not to be.
Location. Okay.
To Højgaard for his birdie at the 6th. You go from the hardest hole on the golf course, the 5th, to the easiest hole on the golf course, the 6th. So he's to 11 under.
Wiesgerger for a bogey. Yeah, I tell you what, that was not going anywhere else. Excellent putt, because there would have been a little bit of anticipation prior to.
Right, an awkward little downslope of a lie on some well-trodden grass where the players have walked to the 6th tee from the 5th. Grass lying slightly against him. The good news, he's got plenty of landing area, but still in a bit difficult contact. Downhill all the way, the ball kicking to the right.
Just looking at the flag, Ken, this is downwind. Can you imagine the wind the other way?
Oh, it just depends how he's going to try and play this. It looks like he's going for the open face slider. This is, I think, probably a slightly more high tower shot. I think I might have played it a bit further back in the stance and made sure I got the ball first. Awkward. Oh, sort of change of club. I didn't fancy that one much. Getting up in the air isn't the problem. It's getting it the strike correct is more important.
Brandy, these guys would have had a delay. Would he have been watching Hanson's slight carnage from over the back here?
Oh, yeah, they'd had a long stare. I didn't like that play at all. Just too many risks involved. You've got to make sure you hit the ball properly.
Yeah, I have to agree, Ken. I can't believe what I was seeing there. It was, you know, so easy just to put it a little bit back in the stance and just pick a spot just over the bunker. As long as you pop it just over the bunker, it's running all the way. This has got nothing going for it, this shot, has it?
No, Rowie. And, you know, in the back of your mind, you're having a full swing at it. If you get it wrong the other way, it's going to land in the middle of the lake. Inevitably, you decelerate and fat it a bit.
Well, the Belgian Colsaerts is a man on the move. What a day he had yesterday. Real rock and roll day with 10 birdies. And there was a lot of those sorts of noises coming out of his mouth yesterday as well. But the golf, the driving, and some of the iron shots have been absolutely superb. And considering, Tony, how many shots he seems like he's left out there on the golf course with doubles and bogeys and triples, he's right in the thick of things.
Yeah, absolutely. If he can just cut out the mistakes. I mean, it's, you know, it sounds simplistic. It's not that easy to do. But the number of birdies he's making, it could definitely be right in the thick of it. 42 feet for Burmester. We know this is fairly straight. We watched Wiesgerger's putt. It barely moved.
Pretty good.
Nice touch. Okay, it's run on a couple of feet by, but not bad. Is he happy with it? Yeah, he sure is. Back into the wind, and it's 256 yards to reach the fairway. It's no pushover if you miscue it.
I'm still in shock, Tony, at what he was trying to do with that chip shot there. It's completely befuddled me.
Yeah, you know, and, you know, Ken's on course. He's seen the lie. You know, if he'd played that shot, we would be thinking, well, maybe it was horrendous lie, but Ken, we know, has got a great short game, and he's predicted that the shot is just to get it off the back foot, bump it onto the green, and I think we all agree with him. Way more, less dangerous.
Quite a swing, this one, from left to right. Had a long look at it. So the first bit of the putt is almost a little up the hill, the first third, and as it turns to the right, it starts going down the hill. It's very easy to leave these short. Little narrow-faced putter.
Well, it's the best part of 50 feet, isn't it, down there? So he'll hopefully cozy it to the whole side and accept his bogey 4, which he has done. But they're starting to bring an awful lot more of this field into the equation here, Cantor and McGowan, and there's a huge group on 11 under par, 12 players now, so they're ganging up on them.
We just want that flag.
Jamie Spencer's moved groups, zipped across the course and made it up to the 8th hole.
I mean, this probably wants that.
This is playing miles.
Okay, so you're happy enough starting on it? Yeah. Perfect.
He's got 212 to pin. He's 22 yards short of the first spot. When do you ever hear that with these guys out here? Had me made the first spot. Reminds me of when I was playing. It's miles up here. Straight into it. It's a 2-club win now, and it's pretty cool out here.
Yeah, 2-club wind, and it is amazing how the cold air affects the ball as well. Oh, that's a good shot. It's 2 good shots to get to this green, isn't it? I mean,
absolutely. I think that's a glorious long iron, isn't it? Back into the teeth of the wind. Nailed it, low trajectory. Go to Laurie Cantor.
well, he's got a chance for a 2-shot swing on his playing partner if he makes this. Still very good putt, very good par 3. That's a little compensation for the bad break on the par 5. You make 3 there today. It's playing at 3.5, so you're gaining half a shot on the field.
Yeah, no, that's I mean, a par there today is just a glorious thing. So, you know, in his mind, okay, I made 6 on the previous hole. I've gained a half a shot here. I've only lost a half a shot.
Big hitting 3-ball this hill, in massive long irons. 207 for Pulkinen from a good lie. Needs to draw. We just missed that. Just right at the green there, Pulkinen. Not too bad.
Tough hole, that 8th today.
So 15 yards of breeze there, and he could not hit it any better. Bit of left to right up the hill. For a very impressive birdie, this will be.
Birdies there. Playing 4.26. It's a bit of a beast.
I've got an interesting chat coming up here with. I was thinking, I don't caddy this week. He's bound to go out and win. You know, how many times has that happened?
Murphy's Law. McGowan into the short par 5. 6.
Well, we saw a nice little lob shot from over in the rough on the right side from Pulkinen. So it'll be a good par, as Tony said, second toughest hole on the golf course. Well done.
Up and down. Thank you. Well done.
Oh, nice up and down it was. And continues what is a good day out there. Anything 2, 3, 4 under par, you're doing well. A little tougher today, Tony.
Oh, no question. That wind's made all the difference. Added to some really tough pins. Cantor also tugged it a little left, has he? Yeah, but not bad. Pretty good, actually.
He's swinging the club absolutely magnificently, and if he can just keep a positive attitude, I think it could be his week. Long overdue. 9 visits to the tour school canter.
Bit of an Arnold Palmer-esque twirl there with the driver.
Was identical to the swing off the 7th hole, which went straight right. And that one's okay, but the flag very awkward.
Burmester. Second shot. Man, he has pummeled that drive. Very short iron.
Looked like an 8 or a 9 iron, didn't it? But he is. I mean, he's the second longest driver on the European Tour to Wilco Nienabber.
Who is fun to watch. We'll hear a lot about Wilco over the years to come. This man's no powder puffer either. Long hitter.
That was a huge drive, wasn't it, from Burmester, Ken?
Ginormous. It was just a float with a wedge, believe it or not. His second shot. And it wasn't even a full one. Playing down Breeze's par 5. I don't know how many eagles we've had here on this hole this week, but it could be a record by the end of it. Plenty of threes. And 3 more chances here.
23 eagles this week so far, Ken. 8 today, which is no surprise. It's really the tantamount to a birdie today downwind. Been 50 of those.
There's a bit of gardening going on, because when the ball digs into these greens, it makes a bit of a pit. Great big gouging hole. Sometimes it's difficult to get them made and get them completely level.
Ken, I got a little bit of stick off Mark Rowe earlier about giving a stat out. I don't know whether you managed to hear it or not with that breeze out there, but the hole before, the par 3 is playing 3.41 average, and the 6th, this par 5, is 3.97, just a half shot difference.
That's hard to believe, isn't it? A 3 and a 5. One's a Vindaloo and the other's chicken korma. This is an easy opportunity. The funny thing, the flag is on this middle terrace here, and I had a mighty good look at this putt, and it's very difficult to see which way it breaks. The hole suggests it's right to left. The green sort of makes you think the other way. So it's a bit of a head scratcher for Ross McGowan. And Cantor will be keeping a beady eye on it. Can he pick the line?
It just put a graphic up, Ken, that this is the easiest hole this season. That's blown him away, that stat. Beautiful stuff. What a lovely eagle that is. Coming off a drop shot on the last, made a bit of a mess of the last hole. 2 birdies and an eagle today, so Ross McGowan to 17 under. He's 2 ahead now of Laurie Cantor.
Intriguing stuff.
Have you managed to stand up again, Ken, after I said that?
A terrific putt, beautifully read. It sort of wandered a little bit to the left halfway down the path and tickled back as the cup suggests to the right at the end.
It did.
Not far.
Yeah, we just in fact you commentated perfectly on that, Ken. It came back out onto the screen again, and you did it absolutely perfectly.
Can to do the same thing. It's not far off dead straight overall.
A decent try. He'll get his birdie there, I'm sure.
I'm quite impressed with his demeanour. He's sort of just carried straight on as Laurie Cantor. It hasn't seemed to have worried him at all. But a bad break, move on, long way to go.
I chatted to him about it this morning, Ken, and it's part of his game plan, you know. And he's had 3 top 10s in 87 finishes, and 2 of those have been in the last 5 weeks. And a lot of it is down to his friends in South Africa, Johan Rupert and a very good friend of his, Rurik Goebel, who he stays with when he plays at Leopard Creek. And they got him aside last year and had a long chat with him and said, listen, you've got all the talent in the world. It's just about the mentality, and he's taken it to heart.
9th hole. Just a short par 4, but this flag's right on the back ledge on the left. 129. A good lie for Pulkkinen.
It is actually a double green with the 18th, and you can see that that flag is almost on the join, if you like, so far back.
Thank you.
Beautiful eagle for Burmester. And that bounces him right at the thick of things. He's had 1 birdie, 1 eagle, and 2 behind McGowan.
I was just thinking with this group, because Sebastian Heiso is about 6'9". If we had Chris Wood and Adrian Moronk, we'd have a good volleyball team. These 5, I reckon they win a few games. Huge men. Used to say Jack Nicklaus was the ideal height, about 5'10", 5'11". Not anymore. Just a pitch for Wiesberger. He's got a bit of mud on it.
Over the water as well. That's okay. It's a bit of a different day today, but as you look at that leaderboard there, you can see that Kenter has birdied the 6th hole, so that moves him.
Bit of right to left up the green here for Wiesberger.
Needs to slow down. Oh my. A bit too bold.
Was for the front 9. Fashion. A bit of that, Tony.
Fashion icon. Reminds me of you, Boxy, in your youth.
Oh, in my youth. Oh, yeah. Bell bottoms. Beautiful putt there from Tapio Pulkkinen to 11 under par. Red trousers, white belt. Do you remember those days, Mark? I remember meeting you at Lemoyne in Jersey. You were sort of dressed up like that.
Well, I mean, it changes, doesn't it? You know, we felt fashionable in our day, and it changes, but I have to say, Arnaus is setting the fashion himself, and I think the way he's playing is setting the fashion as well.
I don't think you're going to see much through the buggy, even if it wasn't there.
168 has a huge break here. I have to say, he's just far enough away from the trees in front of him to get over him. Just about. He's got 168 to the flag. He's trying to pick his line. See if you can see the flag through the trees. Ball above his feet, so a good break. Almost anywhere else, he'd have no chance of reaching the green. These trees quite tightly packed together.
The left couple of feet of that bush.
Pin back right on the back little ledge.
Caddy and player just trying to get a line on the flag, just to, they clearly can't see it, so they've got to try and pick something, the top of the tree or a post or something, just to give them an idea where to set the ball off.
Just about see the left edge of the green, which gives you some sort of steer, about 20 yards right of that.
Ken, have you sort of got used to no crowds being out there? You know, you've done it over the past few weeks. What's your feeling with that?
Yeah, but I mean, yesterday, the first 2 days, it was so quiet. As a long course, you had to be 150 yards away from the players, otherwise they're going to hear you. I don't know whether you can get to the pin, but you can get close. Got to get it up over this tree pretty quick.
Oh, it's come out dead straight.
Oh, he said it just came out dead straight, so it depends where he was aiming.
Went long and left.
Did it?
A little smudge of mud on it, I think, made the shot a little unsure of.
Excellent stuff from Wiesberger. 33, 3 under for the front 9 with a drop shot there at the 7th. So he moves to -12. That's 5 behind Ross McGowan. Ross McGowan's in a bit of trouble, I remember. At the 7th. Laurie Kenter. We just saw a ball at the back of the green, which was Laurie Kenter.
Soft old fairway, this one. Little three-quarter nudge forward. 132. Cantor found the back left of the green, so he's on the putting surface or just off the back.
Well, we just heard from Adrian House just a few moments ago. So can he make a birdie? Yes, he can. Just in on the right edge. You want to know why he's a long hitter? Take a look at how thick his legs are. They're like tree trunks. Looks like a power lifter. Very strong player. And a very exciting player as well.
Playing directly into the breeze. If it's off one side or the other, you can work the ball into it. But this 7th today is directly into the wind. So any slight miss hit exaggerates it. How much it swerves. I can't imagine there have been hundreds of birdies on this hole today.
Yeah,
Great pace. So it's going to be a par 4 for certain also for Laurie Cantor.
Yeah, right. Let's finish that. That's all.
Yeah, just the 9 birdies, Ken, on this one.
Three-wood off the tee for Wiesgerger. He might be regretting that because he's miles back. He didn't get it. He cut it up in the air into this breeze. I'll make it 179. I think the official yard is 181. We'll say 180. Come on, let's split it. But it's a long way back. They've been hitting wedges in here, sand irons.
And your flight, if anything, is held up against it on the right.
Jamie Lane, good player in his own right, from my neck of the woods down there in Kent, in the south of England.
We go.
Well, he thinks he's a lot better than he is, let's put it that way.
Yeah, we want to take one of the little flight down. I don't mind just a normal 6 time between the flag and that tree. Yeah. Okay? At least you start there, like I'm saying, 1 o'clock. Maybe half an hour.
This has got to be 6 iron, and it's all of it as well, to this green, pin tight left. Falkland's hit a huge drive down into the wind. He's only got 116 yards to go. There's a huge difference here between these two players. It's going to be playing a long way, this back 9, this afternoon, with this breeze, soft conditions.
Go. Go.
Yeah, that's good. Nicely, safely on the green. Good caddy chat there. I remember, Mark, many years ago, and actually this I was in a bar somewhere, I was listening to one of the caddies chat in the old days, and he said, you know, he said we birdied the first 3 today, and then he doubled the 4th.
Yeah. Yeah, there's... Well, a different breed of caddies out there today to the ones that we knew. Still some of them surviving out there. Nice blend of old and new caddies at they're such an integral part to also drop shot for McGowan.
Cotero Blanco. Mark, you live in Spain. I think I said that right. This for a birdie.
It was superb for Cotero Blanco. Good week for the 29-year-old. No real form to speak of. 560th in the world rankings and 299th currently on the race to Dubai. So, boy, does he need a good week.
He's just changed clubs, Falcon. I think he's gone up 1. Just going to try and bump this one in because it's pretty exposed here on this 10th. Only 117 yards, so just a pitch, a gap wedge.
This hole runs in the same direction as the 7th, so again into the breeze, but a much wider fairway.
Get left of it. Get left. Okay, Jack?
Yeah.
No length line, boy.
I've not seen anybody hit it in the left-hand rough. The right side is like a magnet.
Right, pile on. Yep. Or hold on
You know, Ken, it's a strange thing, isn't it? The 6 is 498 yards, a par 5, and the 8th is 498 yards, and the par 4.
Yes, and this one's into the wind, and the 6th was straight down breeze. The wind really is buffing into you here on this tee, straight at you.
Yeah, beauty, Laurie.
Yeah, cut there.
You've got number 4 now, though.
Okay.
We couldn't place it better than that one.
It's 256 yards to reach the fairway, and that's probably made it by, maximum 15 yards. That tells you how long it's playing. If you just hit it a little bit off the bottom of the club, you may not reach the fairway.
Go! Reach the fairway.
Yeah, well then, sharply.
That's spot on. It only just crawled onto the front of the fairway, that one, and that's why he's smiling, because he didn't hit it badly either. It's a long carry to get to the fairway today.
Pin on the back little ledge on the green. Green's full of ledges.
Trying to cut it in left to right. He's double-crossed himself, I think, by a long margin.
Very nearly hit one of the wires. If it hit the wire, he could have taken it again. So close. Good angle to this flag for Laurie Cantor. Pin on the right side, driven down the left. Not one of these shots you want to be hitting full out. You want to be just knocking it down a little bit, a little sort of three-quarter shot. Clubbing down. Keep it low and drilling.
Well, it's playing so long this hole. That's a decent shot.
Burmester found a nice lie. Sitting well, considering a lot of rough stuff around it. Found a nice little area with the grass running in the direction of his play. So he's got 195 yards. Tree's just not in his way. And he looks like he's going for the high and handsome one.
All the way to flag high. Not a hole you're looking for a birdie, really, a par. See how high that ball's teed up there. It was almost full ball above the club face. And as Jamie says, that's decision made. Can be quite thick over there on the left side.
What's our line there, Shane? Found a pretty good lie over here, so some landing here, the green running away from him, so pop it up in the head, it should run out.
Yeah, that is a terrific golf shot. That's sort of what he was trying to do at the par 3 fifth. That didn't pull it off nearly as well as that. Brilliant.
It's a big final few holes for Quintero Blanco. He's urging it in, bit of body language there, anything. It's been a lean time for him. And all of a sudden a huge opportunity presents itself over the closing holes on Sunday.